Thanks, girls. This wraps up another one.
Next, the masked magician exposes the secrets to the levitation trick street magicians don't want you to know. Plus, making a military utility vehicle appear in an empty parking lot.
Here's an illusion certain street magicians have used on TV to gain national attention. The magician is now ready to show off his freaky skills and blow your mind. Watch carefully as he prepares to summon every ounce of his magical abilities. Concentrate with him. Using only the power of his mind, the magician causes himself to rise up off of the floor. No wires, no hydraulic lifts, just extreme concentration and the power to cloud your mind. Truly freaky. Or is it? So, how does the magician use his mind to make himself rise up into the air? He doesn't. The secret is hidden in his pants. His trouser leg is designed to break open so that he can step out of it. His shoe has also been cut so his foot can easily slip out undetected. From the back, it appears that the magician is rising up off the floor. But from this angle, we can see that he's merely stepping out of his rigged shoe and pant leg and up onto the first step. The shoe is attached inside the trousers, and his body blocks the view of his leg as he walks up onto the step. The illusion is convincing. To prevent the shoe from dangling in midair, it contains another secret. Small strips of black Velcro are attached to the inside edges of the heels. When he stands with his feet together and pretends to concentrate, he's really attaching his shoes together. When he removes his right leg from his pants, the right shoe will realistically rise in unison with the left. From the front, we can see that his left shoe is controlling the movement of the right, making it look like both feet are rising off the floor side by side. Nothing freaky or mind-blowing here when you know the secret. The magician will now show us a trick that has a high level of shock value and requires a very brave assistant. Brave and beautiful, just how he likes him. He begins by taking a sewing needle from Grandma's pincushion. This one looks like it'll do the trick. He drops the needle into a wine glass and holds it out for us to examine. There it is. Now for the wine. Again, he makes sure we can see the needle in the glass. Then he tops it off with a little vino. He wipes the glass on the napkin, but he's not going to drink it. This is why he needs a brave assistant. She seems willing, almost too willing, to taste the grape. Remember, this is a dangerous trick and you shouldn't attempt it at home. The girl downs the wine and needle like a champ. She swallows without a struggle. The needle isn't inside the glass, so it must be inside of her. Next, the magician takes a spool of thread and unravels the length of it. The girl gives her approval, so the magician breaks off a piece. It's hard to see, but there it is. An ordinary length of thread. He gathers the thread into a small wad and hands it to the girl. She balls it up with her fingertips and places the wad into her mouth, teasing it with her tongue. Instead of being horrified, it looks like she's really enjoying this. Obviously, the magician has tapped her dark side. Now he gets her to open up her vest and expose some flesh. So much for family television. Embedded in her stomach is the needle. A few careful tugs and we can see her pull it out with her fingertips along with the length of thread. Aside from the fact that this defies all laws of medical science, it still looks pretty cool. And there it is, the needle and thread ripped from the stomach of a beautiful girl who likes her wine. This is one trick that can drive anyone to drink. Okay, a needle, thread, and a deadly dose of wine. So how does the assistant survive the cocktail and live to pull the needle and thread out of her stomach? Given the fact that this could never happen, there has to be a secret to this gruesome illusion. Let's start with the needle. It's real and sharp, therefore the girl never lets it near her lips. The magician drops it into the glass, but it doesn't stay there for long. He adds some wine, then wipes it against the napkin before handing it to the brave girl. She drinks it willingly, knowing that she's not in any real danger. Why? When the magician wipes the glass on the napkin, he's not doing it to wipe off the spilled wine. Affixed to the back of the bottle is a powerful magnet. When he wipes the glass against the napkin, the powerful magnet attracts the needle, causing it to jump out of the glass and stick to the napkin. Here it is in slow motion. See it jump? Let's take another look without the napkin or the wine. The needle heads straight for the magnet. Since it's no longer in the glass, it's safe to hand the drink to the girl. But notice how the magician is carefully inspecting the glass just to be sure he's not endangering her. She drinks the wine, knowing that the needle is not inside the glass. And when it comes to the thread, she merely conceals it beneath her tongue. But what about the needle and thread she pulls from her stomach? The secret to this grisly illusion is even more elaborate. It looks real, but that's not her skin. Before the trick began, a special effects makeup artist used this jar of liquid latex to simulate skin. How's that for a bare canvas? When the latex is dry, it will be covered with makeup. See? It's barely visible. Next, a duplicate threaded needle is carefully inserted into the latex skin, and everything gets covered by more makeup and her costume. When she lifts her vest to give us a peek, we see that the needle and thread are in place and ready to go. During the trick, she simply pulls the needle through the latex and the thread follows, giving the illusion that she's somehow managed to pull them from her stomach. Street magicians have convinced their audiences that this is an impromptu bit of real magical powers, but now we know the elaborate preparation involved.